Ladies and gentlemen, Simulation for the Nation here. Welcome to a new video where we are going to be looking into exactly when and what we can see and expect for Farming Simulator 22's first DLC, which should be coming very soon. So let's roll. So the time of recording today is Friday the 4th of February, and today we saw the news coming out from Giants that there are 3 more fact sheets for a free content update, which is to be released very soon in the next coming weeks. The fact sheets were for the Garant PQ3200, the Fendt Ideal 7PL with the PowerFlow 30-foot header, and the Hardy Navigator 4000 in there as well. So some more free content's coming our way, and also there'll be the next patch coming along as well, which will fix some of the issues that has been recently identified within the feedback system and that we should be seeing resolved for good. Now that's going to be coming up in the next few weeks. So with the patch just around the corner, we can expect many of those issues to be resolved for good, and we can start to turn our attention towards the impending first DLC for Farming Simulator 22. At the release of the FS22 Seasons Pass prior to the launch, Year 1 had a roadmap which documented that the first DLC could be expected for winter 21-22. Now again, the time recording here in early February, we've got about 2 months left of winter, so there's not too much longer left to go there. What that will mean is that we haven't even seen any confirmation, any fact sheets, or anything to suggest that it's coming very soon. So we've got a little bit of time left to go. My interpretation is that we would expect to see the patch come out first with the free content in. So that's due, if all goes well, in the next couple of weeks according to Giants there. So I would see we'd see that towards the middle of February. And I personally expect us to see a confirmation of the first DLC by the end of February, with perhaps a view for it to be announced and released by the end of March there. So that gives us about 6 weeks, 7 weeks at the moment. But there's still a lot of questions of what ifs and what that might look like and what we could expect with inside that DLC. So I started to think about what that could potentially be. In previous FS19, we saw DLCs such as the Anderson DLC, we saw the Bull Gold Pack, we saw the Platinum DLC, which consisted of the class equipment for the first time ever. Seen this huge class range of over 30 pieces of equipment there. Was incredible. The Viking and Kverneland DLC came along not long after that with even more equipment in there as well. Really were spoiled for choice with what that looks like, and a lot of those staples are now in-game permanently as well there. It's great to have those big brands in there and staying. We also saw the Alpine extension coming through as well, which brought not only a new map, which brought a lot of new equipment, new types of equipment with electric vehicles as well, which really expanded the opportunities out there for us. So obviously the potential here for this first DLC is quite large. I asked my Discord server recently, and also my live stream audience just yesterday, what they would like to see in game, and some of the answers were very varied indeed. Some wanted more European brands specifically, a lot of mention for brands such as Mikhail, a lot more from likes of older brands such as Fiat, a lot more from some of your more traditional brands such as New Holland as well. Some also wanted to see a DLC more focused on a specific task, such as having a grassland pack, for example, where you'd be able to get a whole array of equipment by different brands and manufacturers, all with the intention of being used for grassland. Something like that I think has a lot of weight to it and a lot of potential to really expand the opportunities. If you think about what the Viking and Kverneland DLC brought along, there was a lot of focus around your grassland, but also your cultivation and your establishment of your crop there. So something like that could be very interesting to see. A few really wanted a little bit more depth when it came to animals, perhaps like a cattle work DLC, for example, where you might be able to really control it with a lot more intricate detail around your process of breeding cattle. What does that look like? Can we bring bulls into the equation? How do we actually produce the beef for sale? I don't think we'd have something like that, because that could require quite a large rework of the animal system that is in game already. I don't think Giants would be too keen to do that just yet. And many also alluded to the recent arrival of the Classics range within FS22 and wanting to see a full-scale range of classic tractors. Now again, there are some staples there. The Fiat 11090 is always a large favorite amongst the British and Irish viewers for sure. And I know they would love to see that, along with some old Fords in there as well. The T-Dub series would be a fan favorite as well, and I'm sure they would love to see that. Licensing will always be a little bit of an issue there. I guess we never know what Giants have up the sleeve when it comes to that. But seeing older tractors like old Deutz tractors coming in, old Case tractors coming in, tractors that we'd see not only here in the UK and across Europe, but also in North America as well. And being able to see a large array of old machines and old combines as well. Let's get some really old classic combines in there. Let's get some really old two-wheel drive vintage machines, not just classics. Perhaps that would be an option. I know that would really appeal to a lot of gamers across the market. So there's a lot of different opportunities there. I personally feel like they might go for an extending the current range of a specific brand that we have in game. For that first time around, you could see likes of John Deere, for example. Yes, we know John Deere have some great combines and some great tractors, but they do a whole lot more than that as well. And there's a whole series of implements that we just haven't touched on yet, and would be a great opportunity to bring into game and to allow us to expand out. The same can be said for your likes of your Agco as well, and your Case New Holland in there too. Deutz have a lot more machines in there and provide a significant base of the market across Europe, and I'm surprised that we haven't seen more Deutz machines in today as well. So that could be something that we do see coming down the line. So many different options there. A lot of people would like to see some more work with telehandlers. We have some great telehandlers in game. There's some great opportunities for some really bit more focus around that. Can we see some better handling equipment? Can we see some better implements for your telehandlers maybe? Maybe a little bit more of the expansion to the JCB range as well, you know, synonymous with farms and agriculture across the world. So that'd be really interesting to see if we could get a bit of a refresh there. So many different options. I would love to know what your thoughts are around that one. Without doubt, we'll be keeping you across all the news that we do see as it comes through. But for right now, yeah, we're all just sitting tight and waiting to see what that may be. Stay tuned for the next fact sheets that will come for the patch update, which we'll be seeing in just a couple of weeks' time. If anything is to go by from the last free download, we saw 7 fact sheets in total, so we should be seeing another 4 on the way. So that could be very interesting indeed. Look forward to seeing what that looks like. Until next time, though, this is just SFTN signing off, really, with a bit of an update as to what we can expect and when. Hopefully we'll see something in the next 2 months, and we should hopefully see some news in the next couple of weeks that I would expect. So until next time, do stay safe. Enjoy what you're doing as always. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. I would love to hear your views and your comments down below as to what you would like to see from a DLC there. I'd love to continue this conversation in the comments. So please leave your thoughts down below, and we'll see you all in the next one. Until then, do stay safe. Enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll catch you later.